to turn that off for a little bit. I thought I'd start things out with clean tones for once, just for something a little different. Just because I wanted to talk about my guitar and how versatile it is. But you may have noticed in the thumbnail there are two different Tease guitars. And that brings me to this guy back here. So, welcome to my guitars, part 16/17, because technically we're talking about both of these guys. I'm including this one just because we're going to refer to it a couple of times during the review of the 2025. This is the 2024 Tease SBH-E, and the 2025 is the new one. That's technically the last of my guitars for now. We'll see where the channel goes from here and where my guitar collection goes from here. So it may not be the last, but I wanted to include this one, even though it hasn't had a full review. It has been on the channel. This was my first Tease guitar. It was generously donated to the channel and me by Brian over at Searching for Tone. Thank you again, Brian, and you should go check out his channel. And I included it in my channel intro video. Basically, Brian and this guitar are what got me started doing this on YouTube. So I wanted to say thank you for that, but it's also great. I'm not going to do sound samples with this one today. I do plan on doing a guitar video featuring this, the 2025, and my quote-unquote standard hating telly back there, just to compare and contrast the different sounds, the few different features about the specs. So that one will be a little bit longer. That's probably going to be a more challenging video edit for me. Anyhow, so the 2025, I'm going to go set this down. The 2025 has also been on my channel once, just because of the unboxing video that I did for it. The unboxing vid also mentioned how I ended up with my second Tease guitar, which was the, yeah, it's behind me, you really can't see it. It's an SPR1 in their royal purple color. And that one I won in a contest that Torsten hosted on Facebook to name the colors for this particular batch of the SBH-E. And I named this color 57 Candy Red because it reminded me of my favorite car, a 57 Bel Air. And I won. So this one I actually saved for, and thanks to Tone Yeager over at his channel, he had a coupon which allowed me to get the pro setup done on this for basically free, because I had a $50 discount. So thank you, Brant. But since then, I've had it. I've played with it for a while, so I wanted to finish up my series of my guitars with this one and do a full discussion and demo on it. So I'll include the unboxing link vid as well, if you want to go back and look at that in the video description. So as far as any history about Tease guitars, I did kind of cover that in my SPR1 video. And I don't want to repeat myself too much, but I'll just go over just some of the high points about Tease guitars. Tease guitars was started in 2021 by Torsten Jacobs. Torsten is the T in Tease guitars. Literally, he used to go by just T back in the day. So these are literally Tease, T''S, Tease guitars. And there will be more on that as we go over the comparison between this and the old one as well. Since then, Torsten's been working with his suppliers to refine the QC and specs on his guitars. And he and his team personally go over each guitar before it's sold as a standard operation. And then, like I mentioned, you can also get them to do a pro setup for $50, which will include lubing the tuners, the saddles, adjusting the action to whatever specs you specify. You can specify the gauge of strings that you like as well. It's all on their website as what's included in the pro setup. So you can go check that out, and I'll also link that in the video description. As far as the colors go, I don't forget to mention too, as of the time that I'm making this video, he has just released another batch of guitars in brand new colors, different colors or returning colors from previous ones. He had another contest, and I believe a couple people also won guitars off of that too. So the color names were named by the customers of Tease guitars. So let's get into this a little bit. Talking about the specs. What we have is a Tease SBH-E Tele style guitar, and this is I'm gonna say a 2025, but it's a mid 2025. It was released earlier. The other ones are being shipped right now, and they should arrive and be available to ship out in November, I believe. But you can check Torsten's website and socials for that as well. The SBH-E 2024 is the green one back there. They are manufactured in China, but they are shipped to New York, where Torsten and his team go over each one of them for a final QC inspection and setup. Anything, if there's little paint flaws or whatever, you'll occasionally see B-stock on Torsten's site, and that's where those came from. It's because he deemed it was not up to snuff or up to the standards that he wants to send out. The weight on the 2025 is listed on the site as 7.9. This one came in at 7.8 pounds. The green one, they were also spec'd at 7.9 pounds, but that one came in a little lighter at 7.3. And I don't know if that's just wood varies. So from piece to piece, you can vary a little bit, and that'll account for that. And when that brings us to, if we're talking about that, the body on the 2025 is poplar, which is new. The 2024 was basswood. And it is a 25.5-inch scale, like most Teles. It's a Tele style body with comfort cuts. As I said, the different woods, they both have the same comfort cuts. They're both string through bodies. They each have the sculpted heel where the joint sits. Sorry for the noise there. And the comfort cuts on the back are pretty much the same. So when we get into the neck, that is where things start to differ a little bit too. Sorry, shouldn't have set that down right away. The 2024 has a maple neck and a maple fretboard. These are more of the light colored maple and more of like a white maple on the fretboard, not necessarily lacquered or ambered. The 2025 has a roasted maple neck and a roasted maple fretboard. They both have the black fret markers and the black side markers on the neck as well. The 2024, the truss rod adjustment is up at the headstock, where you see it often on a lot of guitars. New for the 2025 and on was the truss wheel adjustment rod down at the bottom of the neck here, which is a nice add-on. I prefer this type of truss rod adjustment, but either one of them works. They're both fine. Both of them have barrel string trees on the headstock. And then what I was talking about with the T in Tease guitars, originally when they were trying to go with company names, T''S was in consideration. But when you're searching for guitars or searching for anything on Google, just T''S comes up with so many different things. So that's why they initially went with the Tease, the full word Tease on the logo. Kind of a play on words. They still have those on the SPRs, I believe. I don't think they've switched to the new logo yet. On the SBHs, they've now gone simply to this elegant T that they've got here. And they do have a slight difference in how they denote the model number. A little different font. But again, that's mainly cosmetic. It's a choice that Torsten made because he's got enough going on now that he can say these are Tease guitars. They both have a 12-inch radius. And the fretboards, I already said that. Markers. They both have bone nuts, and they both are cut very well. I haven't had any major intonation problems on either of them. 22 jumbo stainless steel frets, polished stainless steel frets. And they both have Alnico 5 pickups, a single coil in the neck, and the Hot Rails humbucker in the bridge position. They are spec'd at 13K and 7K respectively. 13K for the bridge, 7K for the neck. But new for 2025 is that little... Let me set the 2024 down because we're getting to the point where I need both hands. New for the 2025 was a toggle switch to split the coils. So what that gets us, the actual measurements that I took with my multimeter for both of these, the output on the bridge for both came in at 13.3. On the 2025, when you split it, the bridge comes in at 6.83, and the neck output on both of them, the 2025 hit 7K, the 2024 came in at 6.8. Could be just the way I'm touching the thing, could be slight variances in the windings on the pickup, but they're both right around the advertised 7K. We have a master volume, master tone, full-size pots. New on the 2025, it's going to be hard to show this on the camera, but these are Allen key adjustable knurled knobs instead of the push-on ones. So if you're a little bit more particular about how your knobs are sitting, you can adjust these very easily. Three-way switch on both of them. Underneath, they all have Gavit wiring and orange drop capacitors. They both have Tease branded locking tuners. That are 18 to 1 ratio. They're both of them, the 2024 and the 25, are both great tuners. I've had no problem. I can pick these up and they are in tune or barely out of tune, if that, when I pick them up. The 2025, I understand they are slightly improved from what the 2024s were. Both models have a 6-saddle string through bridge. And then yeah, as it came from Brian, I cannot recall if the 2024 had the Pro setup or not. I do know that it had the shorty screws put in the saddles so that they could be lowered without the screws poking up and gouging at your hand. Yeah, that's about it for the specs. I mean, and then the only other different being the colors, obviously. I love the colors on both of them. The green is very nice. And the red, well, that's my color, and I love it. So let me throw my headphones on, turn that back on, and then we will start with clean tones from the bridge, split bridge, and then work our way through the middle positions up to the neck. All right, so I can hear what you're hearing. We'll start in the bridge. Full humbucker mode. Okay, we'll see if we can get that a little better on the run through for the bridge in split mode. Nope, it's that one. All right, go back to humbucker mode, middle position, so it's bridge and neck in humbucker. Okay, middle position, bridge pickup in split mode. And then finally the neck pickup, the single coil. Alright, we're going to go back to the bridge, humbucker mode. Throw a little bit of overdrive on. Split mode on the bridge. Back to humbucker mode, middle position, bridge and neck combined. Middle position with the bridge split. And then finally the neck. All right, back to the bridge position. We will throw a little more gain at it. I did play around with the noise gate settings, so hopefully the hum's not going to be too bad when we go into split mode or the single coil. Take two. Bridge and split mode. Middle position, bridge pickup in full humbucker. Middle position with the bridge pickup split. And then finally the neck pickup. All right. Let me turn that off. Cut off the noise, take the headphones off, and just have a few final thoughts here on these two guitars. Number one, they're both great guitars. I plan on keeping both of them. I plan on taking a few after I do the sound comparison between the three tellies and just overview some of the differences in the tones and also just the quality compared to the controls on that one especially. Just to make these a little different, because I've got the coil split on the 2025, I was thinking of perhaps wiring in a kill switch on the control plate just to make this one kind of different and have something to do with that. I don't really plan on replacing the pickups. I like the pickups in these. The pickups in that one remains to be seen. So we're going to see what's going to happen with each of these. I do want to shout out Torsten and Tease Guitars again. Just go check out their website if you guys want to get one of these. They are on sale. They come around every few months with different colors. Torsten's always looking at different things now. He's got a few different things up his sleeve. Check out his channel to get an idea of what's coming down the pipe for that. Especially the one that I believe the QR1 is more of a super strat with a quad rail pickup in it. So that should be interesting to hear when that's complete and ready. And I just wanted to get this out and have it out there this weekend. I'm going to be traveling this weekend, so the next week from this video, when you see this one, there's just going to be a short video up, just a quick unboxing to have something on the channel while I'm traveling. And when I get back, technically this is the finale of my guitars, but I'm going to have one more video in the series kind of covering what I call the best of the rest, just because I've got a few other stringed instruments that I just want to talk about and include in the discussion of what I've got here in my, we'll call it a collection. It's a nicer word than hoarding. And so we'll go there. From that point on, we're going to be looking at different things like the comparison video for the tellies, mod work on some of my other guitars, which I have to do. And I just want to thank everyone that's come along for the ride so far. I hope everyone is having a fantastic weekend, and I will see you the next time.